I wasn't recording this. Um, I'm not feeling well tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to like fight the flu, I think. Anyway, so if you utilize that Frank system, it'll help you think of people who to talk to. And before just cold outgoing with your business, when the first thing you talk to them about, build a relationship with them, talk to them, ask them how they're doing, what they've been up to, how there's children. And if it's on social media, I would start commenting on things that they post. If they post pictures of the kids, don't just like it, actually comment on it. We are going to do a Facebook training with Mel. She is, we're going to do that on, I think it was the 15th. Is that right, Mel? If she's still on.
I'm still here. Yeah, I think it was the 15th.
Okay. Yeah, I have that in the calendar. So guys, put that in your calendar. It's the 15th, and Mel's pretty awesome with Facebook. So she's got all the insights on how to work around all the algorithms and changes with Facebook and social media. So that'll be a good training to get on, and I will record it. Sorry, go ahead.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. You're good. So that's the nail bars are really the life of our business, especially those that are brand new and just starting out, never have done had this experience within this industry before. Holly, I believe it's around, I think we've got it for, what was it, 8 p.m. Eastern time? No, 9 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. Pacific. Sorry. I'll send it out though. Don't worry, Holly. And I'll give you a little bit more warning than I did today's call. So a lot of people have been asking about the nail bars and why we should do them. Well, the reason why, it helps get you in front of more people, and your sales will be higher, and you'll also have more opportunity for sponsoring. And it gets you out of your circle of friends, of just friends and family. It does open the door for more networking with more individuals. So that's why we really need to focus on booking as many as you can for those that are just launching and just starting out. And if you're been in the business for a little while and you're you need to kind of relaunch possibly, consider reaching out to those friends and families again and see if they're interested in booking another nail bar for you, or have a referral even to those that have just loved your product, buy a ton of it, and you know that they're already liking it. So they'll be a great candidate to be a hostess for you. So, and then you'll reward them with some free product, and they should be pretty happy. And if those of you who are running into objections of either booking in person, our nail bars are super fast in person. What I do for the general nail bar, I will bring the samples. Depending on the hostess, if she wants product there or not. If she wants me to have my inventory and they're going to buy on hand, how the hostess gets her credit is I'm just going to replenish my inventory, the product that was bought, through her hostess link. But most of the time, I try not to bring my inventory there. I let them all order. And it seems to work out really well that way. And then the hostess, I don't have to worry about replenishing my inventory, but it's really up to you on how you want to do that. But what I do is I will first welcome everyone. I will not hand out catalogs yet or samples. I will just talk to everybody whenever they first get there, welcome them, tell them a little bit about myself, why I joined Color Street, what it's done for me so far since I've joined. Even if you've just joined, talk about your love of the product and how it's helped you in that aspect. If you haven't yet experienced the financial change yet with Color Street. So talk about something positive that it's done for you since you've joined. And then from there, you can either go and play a game, or I like to play either a booking game or a sponsoring game. And the way I do the sponsoring game is I will tell them to ask me any question about the business, and then from there, give everyone a piece of candy or tickets, whatever I have on hand to count. And whoever has asked me the most questions by the end of the night and has the most candies or ticket, whatever I'm using to count or keep track of things, then they win whatever I've brought. Either I give them a discount, which that's been working really well recently, like free shipping. So I guarantees them an order that night as well. And I'm not going out of my way to buy a candle or giving them a full set, because I feel like our full set should be really left for our hostess as a free gift to entice them to buy. So either the percentage, a small percentage off, or free shipping, or a small gift that you pick up at the dollar store or something. Or even those nail files you could give away and put something from the dollar store with it to make it really nice for your winner. So they will ask me questions about the business, and that can be anything, how much the kits. Sometimes I have to lead off on that. Be like, you can ask me anything. Ask me how much does it cost? Kind of lead them into the questioning so they understand how to do it. And then I say, well, the kit's only $129 for our smallest kit. We do have a larger kit for $299. And then I could go into detail about what's included in the kit. So get some thinking about the business and sponsoring while you're just in the beginning of your nail bar. And then from that question and answer game, I will then tally up who won and give them a prize, whatever it is. And then I will go into the sampling. Some people have asked me if I actually apply the product on people. I don't. I do at events because I want it done quickly, because we're constantly, so many people are coming to my booth. I need to do it quickly. But at the in-home parties, I will help them if they need help, but I will give everyone their own. I will demo on myself where they can see it first. And then I will have my hostess demo it as well. And then I let everyone else after that try to do it. And if they need help doing it, because we want them to see how easy it is to apply, and it really doesn't take a long time to apply, and it's really easy. So that whole spiel that I've just said from beginning to the sampling is literally about 10 minutes. It's not long at all. And the sampling, and then after that, they just look, I hand them the catalog, they'll look through it, or they'll look through my inventory if I brought it, and that's it. So the entire in-home is also about 30 to 45 minutes, just depending on chatting. So if you have people who are objective to doing an in-home party because they think in their mind that it's like their old other in-home parties that they've done before, where it's you have to buy a ton of snacks, food, and it's about 2 or 3 hours long. This isn't like that. So there's ways, and I've got the in the Rockstars group, a whole verbiage to use for objections of hosting. So to get away with that, get around that, so that can help you hopefully whenever you run across any objections, if you have them. Any questions with that? Or input, any input? Yes, no, fun, fast, and easy. That's exactly what it is. This is like the easiest thing ever. It's super easy and super fast. All right. All right, guys. Any other? What else would I was going to talk about in here? Okay. What are you guys doing for follow-up? I have had, that's where I wanted to bring this up. So, oh, wait a minute before I go there. So if you get your nail bars scheduled, yeah, Dawn is great verbiage. what you do if you're just starting out or you have your new stylists that are joining, and they're just launching and planning their launches, have them go through their calendar first, because before their calendar gets out of control, they really need to go through it, write down every activity that they have scheduled for their children, if they have children, any doctor's appointments, any other commitments that they don't want to miss. Have them write that down in their calendar. And then all the days after they've done all that, they're already mandatory known appointments you don't want to miss, date nights, whatever you have, just put it in your calendar. Then whatever else is open and whatever times that you want to work, highlight those dates and times, and that's your availability. So when people ask you what's your availability, or can you do a nail bar on this time, date and time, you'll know already. And if you start with this practice right now when you first launch, you'll keep your calendar in control, and it won't get crazy, and you won't be stressed or overwhelmed, because in this business it's very easy to do that because we do work from home, but at the same time you don't want it to run your life either. So, and that's something I'm still constantly working on myself. It's very easy to just pick up your phone these days and be available 24/7, which you can't do that. You need to set hours. You need to respect your life and your family too, and make yourself priority, but also have your business work around your life and your functions already. So once you've done that, have them do that, and then you're ready to work. Plan your launch, all your nail bars. When you're booking nail bars at nail bars, aim for 2 from everyone, even online. Aim for 2 parties and ask everyone. There is the verbiage sheets in the Rockstars group in the files section. If you don't know how to find it, please let me know.
Today, time for bed.
Okay, any questions or input?
Jace, bedtime.
All right, guys. All right, for follow-up, what are you guys doing with your follow-up? This was the next question. I've had several people ask me about follow-up, and they're saying that they've mailed out so many samples and nobody's responding to them. My solution for this is don't wait for people to come to you. You need to follow up with them, because more than likely life gets in the way. They've either not even tried the product yet or not had a chance to get back to you. So it's a great way. I try to wait, depending on where I've mailed the sample, if it's anywhere from 4 to 5 days. And then if I haven't heard from them by then, I contact them. So the best ways to do that is either through Messenger, text, or actually pick up the phone and call them. Be like, hey, just checking in. Have you tried your sample yet? I'd love to hear what you think. And then they'll let you know. If they've loved it, then say, great, can I help you pick out a design or style that for you? And then you'll just lead in the conversation from there. You could even potentially get a nail bar booked if you're following up with the right verbiage. Anybody have any tips on what they do for following up? Anybody?
The other things that you can do, we saw it a lot in the beginning of when we got started, was so to say, I'd love to see, put on the samples, paint the rest of your fingers, with regular nail polish or whatever, and do a after 1 day, after 5 days or 7 days or whatever else, we'd love to see, the comparison kind of thing. So I know that in the beginning when I got started, that was a really, really big thing. I got a lot of testimonies posted onto my VIP group, and it brought in a lot more people that would see that. They would sit and say, I have, for instance, a gal that, works at runs her home daycare. And I asked her, I said, I would love your testimony. Keep track of how many times you wash your hands, how many times you're doing dishes, and how many times you're doing this or whatever. And so it was so wonderful to have her testimony with that. But doing the, Color Street challenge, I think is kind of what we had coined it in the beginning, and maybe getting back to some of the basics might help, where people just see how well they hold up against just typical, nail polish. And then of course you're getting rid of all the mess and the dry time and everything else.
That's a great, I myself forgot about that. The Color Street Challenge. Yes, that is such a great idea. And it did, in the beginning, it did generate a lot of interest, and it's really great to utilize that. And maybe we need to bring that back, I think, because it's great. It does work. So what Katie was saying, guys, so have your guests try the sample and then paint the rest of their nails with regular nail polish, and then tell them to get back to you, take a picture before, and then how many days after?
I think it was kind of one of those where, people it was subjective, but I think when we all had made like postcards and things, I think it was 7 days, I think is what we had said, but people did all kinds of it. It was just a matter of trying to just compare. So as soon as you started seeing it chip, I think I had people do it at 7 days. I had people do it at 10 days and then 14 days, but it was all kind of, you could make it, if you wanted to make it into a game of anything, you could do that too. And then you could give them markers, but really the idea is just to see how well it holds up in comparison to regular nail polish, given that this is 100% nail polish. And then that typically leaves it open-ended for them. So that way, if at 3 days, that's when they can sit there and show how quickly their regular nail polish is gone and their sample is still pristine. Then the point's made anyways at that point, even if it's 3 days. So it's kind of up to them.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. I think that's a great idea. So 7 days, and then whatever, it's very subjective. So just have your guests or customers take the challenge, paint their nails with regular nail polish, and then utilize our sample, and then have them take pictures of before, and then how many ever days later they want to, and then have them get back to you. That's a great post to post in your VIP groups as well. And that's another thing. Everyone that tries your samples, have them send you a nail fee when they try it, and have them tag you in it in Facebook and or Instagram, whatever your social media go-to is, and your VIP group, because it generates interest as well. And then I'm sure Mel will talk more about that on our training on the 15th. All right, guys, that's all I have tonight. I'm sorry I kept you a little longer than 30 minutes. If you have questions about things, let me know. I hope you guys found a little bit of value tonight. Huge shout out to all of our top sales, sponsoring as well, and our kit winners for the night. Again, that was Kelly Seamers and Amber Wignall, and I'll reach out to you guys to get your PayPals. All right, guys, anybody want to say anything before we get off? Anybody? Hopefully everybody's staying healthy. I think I'm coming down with the flu, so I'm not that energetic tonight. Sorry. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time and spending it with us, especially you ladies on the East Coast. I really, really appreciate it. Have a good night, and you all are doing a fabulous job. I'm so proud of you guys, and I can't wait to see where this takes you all. All right, have a good night, guys.
Night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.